Update 1 on Typhoon Krosa, which is currently located in the northern section of the South China Sea with wind speeds of 115 miles per hour sustained and a pressure of 948 millibars. That makes it a Category 3 typhoon, a major typhoon. Current position is 19.6 degrees north, 115.9 degrees east, and the storm's expected to move towards the west, then veering towards the southwest over the next few days. Weakening trend is on the cards over the next few days as it passes Hainan Island in China. It will make a close approach to that island and then make landfall in Vietnam, probably as a tropical storm in about 3 days time or less. So signal 1 warning is currently in effect for Hong Kong and Macau right now, with a yellow typhoon warning in effect for many parts of southern China in anticipation of the typhoon, which is currently going to which is passing just to the south of the southern Chinese coastline at the moment. Warnings will probably go into effect for Vietnam very soon. Of course, we had warnings in the Philippines not too long ago as Krosa passed over that region, but no threat to the Philippines now. Krosa expected to move towards the southwest. This is the current graphic showing the red area, the typhoon conditions possible in the next 24 hours. The orange area, tropical storm conditions possible in the next 24 hours in the orange band there. And the other two are 48 hours respectively. You can see Vietnam could have some tropical storm conditions occurring in the next 48 hours just about. Sea surface temperatures then, not too hot where the storm's currently located, but certainly warm enough, around 26 degrees Celsius, which is the threshold for cyclone development, but it will be fading off just a little bit over the next few days. It will be marginal at best, let's say, and the storm will have trouble keeping its intensity. So this is what the current forecast models are saying. The CMC model having Krosa moving away from the picture fairly quickly, followed by 2 significant systems forming after that, both of them moving through the southern half of the Philippines. That could cause a bit of problems down there. The GFS model fairly similar in the Krosa regard, though it does have it stalling a little bit, and then another storm moving through the central Philippines in the next few days and then moving towards Vietnam, possibly as an intense typhoon. So either way, it looks like the Philippines may get at least one significant typhoon over the next week or so, but that will remain to watch that one over the next few days. So this is the latest satellite imagery. You can see how the storm has been moving generally towards the west, maybe a little bit of northward element in that as well. A fairly slow moving storm at the moment in the past 12 hours or so. You can see how it's been moving with the a rather wide eye sloshing about there towards the centre of the storm, with most of the bulk of the heavy rainfall and thunderstorm activity towards the south side of the storm, but you can see it wrapping itself around in those last few frames. Dry air off to the west, towards the western section of the screen over China, with possibly a little bit towards the southeast as well. But where the typhoon is at the moment, it's not looking too bad for it right now, but it is likely to weaken over the next few days. So as for November the 2nd around the world, we currently have a few systems active. Tropical Depression 18E, the other significant going on at the moment elsewhere in the Eastern Pacific. That's likely to be a tropical storm very soon. Of course, we have Typhoon Krosa, a Category 3 storm in the South China Sea, and Invest 98W, which could form into a tropical storm in the next few days. That's probably what the models are picking up on, one of those storms at least being the form of 98W, intensifying into a storm. TD18E, of course, on the other side of the Pacific, fairly disorganized at the moment, but that should become a tropical storm very soon. So far, 41st place, 2013 in the Western Pacific, 25 tropical storms so far, 14 typhoons, 9 of which reaching Category 3 intensity or higher. So that's level with a few other seasons in terms of tropical storms, 2012 included last year, and don't forget that we're only in November at the moment, so it's likely to overtake all of these, because it looks like we'll get at least 1 or 2 more storms, if not more, before the end of the year. You can track this storm at the website force13.com/stormtracking.html. That's the main page for all the storm tracking information, showing the whole world overview where all the storms are right now, including invest and post-tropical storms, and also with tables at the top and bottom showing their intensities and indeed any warnings that are currently in effect. Obviously we have small-scale warnings currently in effect for southern China, but they may be upgraded if the storm does pose more of a threat in the coming hours or indeed days. Elsewhere on the web, you can find us on Facebook or Twitter. Just search Force13 on either of those mediums. You should find us fairly easily enough, and as always, please do show your support by doing the usual means of engagement, liking, subscribing, commenting, favouriting or following, or indeed anything else that you can think of, and any comments or suggestions or anything like that, much appreciated, and any questions I'll get back to you in due course. The next update on this storm will probably arrive this afternoon if necessary, but if not, around the same time tomorrow, so early hours of November the 3rd by the looks of things for the next update on Krosa. But until then, that's all for now.